Hello, Aries. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. If Aries is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. If there is anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Aries, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And Ace of Swords. Wonderful way to start our day, I would say. I didn't mean for that to rhyme so much. You have a sense of clarity about you right now. Yeah. And the clarity, it's not really about knowing all the answers. Like, I feel like you don't really need to know all the answers. I kind of feel like there's just a calm, confident certainty in you where you don't need to know the answers. I feel like you've kind of stopped asking the questions, you know? In other words, maybe there's been something that you've really been trying to figure out. Maybe you have been asking all the questions. But right now there's sort of just a resignation, an acceptance of not knowing all the answers, and even not asking the questions, knowing that we're not going to get all of the answers, but that the information, the wisdom, the enlightenment, the knowledge, whatever you want to call it will be revealed to you by Spirit, sort of as you need it. On an ongoing, continual basis, it's kind of like Spirit's not showing you perhaps the whole entire picture or the whole entire plan, step by step, everything that's in store for you. But Spirit is showing you in the short term what you need to know right now in order to make the right decisions and make the right moves. It's kind of like we've got to keep our eyes just sort of 3 feet in front of us, you know, rather than trying to figure out everything that's coming later down the path. I feel like you trust in Spirit. And I feel as if this gives you a sense of clarity, a sense of calm confidence. Yeah. And I think the information from Spirit is coming in loud and clear. You know, now that you sort of know what to listen for or know what to expect, I think you're able to really, really hear the word. Yeah. Let's put this into some context, shall we? And find out what is going on or what other energy is coming into your life. Here we have a Knight of Swords. That's some Libra energy and more Libra energy. I was going to say it might be that a Libra is crossing your path this week. It could very much, a lot of air. Oh my God, this is all air energy now. But the star, and you know the star is air energy too, because it's Aquarius, right? So we've got a lot of air going on here, and all that air is leading you toward a Knight of Cups. It's leading you toward following your heart, listening to your heart, expressing your heart, sharing your heart. It's about the exchange of that creative, love, emotional, spiritual, sort of intimate energy with the world. Okay? Really about you expressing yourself in that heartfelt way, right? With the Knight of Cups here. And the Lover's card. Okay, this might have to do with a romantic relationship, but maybe not a romantic one. The Lover's card doesn't have to be romance. It can be platonic, romantic. It can be divine love. It could be self-love, right? It could be agape as well as eros, yeah. And we've got the Three of Pentacles. We've got the Universe. And to finish us off here, a Knight of Pentacles, looking forward into the future. So we do have our 1, 2, 3, 4 court cards, which tells me that there are either a lot of options in your life right now, or there's a group of people around you. Maybe family, maybe friends, maybe potential family or potential friends, right? But I feel like there's multiple people that are sort of that have your attention right now in some way. It could be work stuff. It could be stuff at home with family. It could be a friend thing. It could be part of your spiritual path. You know, any of these things. Let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor infinite and unknown. We're going to set it down right here, and we're going to put our little owl friend. What's the name of the owl from that old Greek myth movie? Clash of the Titans, I think maybe it was. The one, I think, with Perseus, where there's the mechanical owl. What is that name? Bobo or Bubo or something like that, I think. Anyway, that could be our owl friend, new owl friend here. But we're not going to look at that card until the end. Okay? It will tie everything together. It will give us the confirmation that we need. If you have a prediction for that card, please put it down in the comments. All right? I feel like Spirit is going to tell you the answer because we have a lot of really good energy here today. And yes, it's mostly air, but I feel like it really is an air. It's a mental energy. It's the thoughts in your head that are starting to sort of clear. It's like the confusion is gone. The clouds are parting. The fog has lifted, and what we see is that bright starlight shining down. And I mean, literally, we've got the star shining down. And I feel at the Ace of Swords, this is not energy. The little rays of light are not going out. I feel like that's light coming in. Okay? And it's coming in, obviously, from that star card. Okay? And it's giving you the decision that you need about how you're moving forward with this love energy. Whether this is something creative, whether it's something that is meant to join you together with another person, or join you together with what you really truly love in your life, what you are inspired by. Yeah. Very nice. I feel like you're going to be getting hit with Cupid's arrow. Okay? And that doesn't mean that it's going to be a romantic thing, but I feel like you're falling in love with something, an idea, a plan, a purpose, a creative project, whatever the Knight of Cups is sort of expressing here. You're getting hit with this. This is the arrow, and this is the clarity. You're getting hit with this knowledge, this certainty, and there's no doubt this is what you want to do going forward, right? Maybe it's a big life change, maybe not. It might be something for right now. It might be something, long term. I feel like there's a long-term aspect to it. I feel like that's part of what we're sort of figuring out as we go, what the future's going to bring with that Knight of Pentacles. But major arcana, yes, please. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 seems to be the standard number. Anything less, and we have to figure it out. Anything more, and we have to talk about it. But 4, I feel like, is pretty standard for these readings. Anyway, the last couple of weeks, right? If you've noticed, anyway. So we have the star and the adjustment card. And in some way, it is sort of the information coming in from Spirit and the information sort of being authenticated by your own soul, right? Your own higher mind, your conscience. We're sort of authenticating the starlight coming in, right? We have the spiritual insight here, and we've got sort of the higher discernment here. Very, very nice. We've got the universe and the lovers. And it's kind of like in all of this vast, wide, open, infinite universe, right? You have found your beloved. You have found the one thing that you want to do right now. Person, place, or thing, idea, creative effort, whatever it is, right? It's sort of like you found the needle in the haystack here. You found the one thing that you wish to unite with in all of this vast universe. And it kind of, I think, has given you the impression of what are the odds? What are the odds that you found it? And that's part of this air, sort of the fog that's been over the waters here a little bit. We don't have any fire energy. And that's the thing right here. We don't have the active. Nothing really stands out as being like a very active card. Okay? So it's kind of like right now we have the water and the air, and it's just, we need to invoke the action, and action is what's needed now. Once the fog has lifted, once you gain that certainty, once you get hit with that arrow, and this part of the divine plan is revealed to you, It's time for action. And we see that in both future positions, right? The Knight of Cups, action, right? Based on the heart. And this action, it's the Knight of Pentacles, action based on sort of the tangible, physical, practical reality, right? So these two together, it's saying you're following your heart. You're acting based on your heart energy, your love energy, your creativity, but you're also making sure that it makes sense, that it's practical. So it's kind of like this is the person that just has all these wonderful fantasies and ideas and these creative desires and drives. And then the Knight of Pentacles has to be like, okay, how do we actually turn that into a thing? You know, it's like making a movie. You know, someone has these very lofty ideas of what they want the movie to look like, all these big, grand, you know, set designs and special effects and all these really ambitious ideas. And this is the person that has to say, oh shit, okay, how do we turn this into an actual movie? You know, how do we actually produce that in a, you know, on a soundstage or in a studio, or you know, what are the practical steps that we need to get it done? Right, so you've got really good stuff, but both of those cards are fire, right? The Knight is the fire element of the suit that it's in. So we've got the implication of fire, but it all begins with the Knight of Swords. It's action based on certain knowledge, certain beliefs, right? Something that you understand to be true about yourself, about your life, about your path. That is action based on a certain kind of information or understanding. Okay, so anyway, we've got our major arcana. We don't have any fire. We don't even really have any water, but that's what we're moving toward, right? And I think that we've been wanting the water energy in our life, and here it is. We definitely have air, and we've got a little bit of earth here and here. Okay, so it really does suggest that the fire is what's needed here to get things going, and I think that you have the implication of that here in the suit of swords with the Knight of Swords. I think based on this information, you're going to be making a decision fairly quickly about what you wish to do, about what the next step is in expressing your authentic, true being with this Knight of Swords. There is, for some reason, there is this Libra energy that feels like it's crossing your path this week, and I don't know if that's someone you already know, if that's maybe somebody that's really going to stand out to you. Okay, so I kind of feel like you're someone who likes to ask, hey, you know, what's your name, what's your sign? And a Libra person's going to be making an impact on you in some way. Okay. I feel like you're receiving this sort of, you're receiving what feels like a revelation of your path. There's going to be just this sudden aha moment, a light bulb over your head. The starlight is coming in, and you're just, I see it now. I understand it now. And it's going to lead you toward a decision moving forward. Okay, that's very, very good. The Libra energy with the adjustment card underneath you, you're the kind of person that doesn't just, and you know, in typical Aries fashion, right, kind of get inspired by something and you just rush forward, just head first into whatever it is. You're not really like that. And everybody, it's kind of a stereotype for Aries, right, that you just jump into random things. You just get the itch and you just go and do it, and it's no big deal. You can hear my cat meowing in the hallway there. I think she thinks I'm doing a reading for her, and so she's sitting in the hallway, talking back to me, you know, responding to the reading. It must be resonating with her anyway. Maybe she'll come into the studio. Anyway. You're not the kind of person to just sort of impulsively jump into everything that comes your way, you know? You have a sense of this higher discernment, and you're able to evaluate things very quickly, and I think this is probably the reason you get the bad rap for being impulsive. Because energy comes in, you figure it out, and you go. You make your decision either yes or no. Right? And it feels like you do that quickly. It's just because your mind works very fast. And you can sort of weigh all the options very quickly in your mind. And you know, other people are maybe still doing the math, and you're like, hey, I'm done with the test. Can I go, you know, to the playground now? But this is the card that, it's within you. It's inside of you. It's a function that I think really helps you to make the right moves in your life and to trust yourself. Okay? I think this is also the card that's saying right now in your life you have a little bit of an adjustment to make, that you're looking for kind of the next move, the next thing that you don't really, or haven't been anyway, quite knowing what's next for you. Okay? But I like this card because it's our judgment. And I know we shouldn't judge, right? We all do it. We have to do it. That's what keeps us alive, In every moment, we're judging something's relative value. Is this going to be good for me on my path, or is this not going to be good? Is this leading me toward my ultimate goal in life or not? Now, we're not judging anything's intrinsic value. You're not placing judgment on all these different things that everybody else should believe you and judge things the same way. No, it's a relative judgment. Okay? We have to see if something is good for us right now or not. And we do this every moment of every day, whether we know it or not. And I think this is something that you're beginning to realize because it's down here sort of at the threshold of consciousness. And it's something that you are accepting, And it's leading you into very good decisions. Heart movement, right? Heart expression. Back here we have the Princess of Swords. Okay. And the Princess of Swords, I think, is this idea of trying to figure things out. This is like you doing the math, I think that this is a time of investigation for you. And it feels like this was sort of when you were younger. This is sort of like, you almost feel like this is a previous version of yourself. It could be yesterday, could be a year ago, whatever. But it's this kind of like, this is the card, oh boy, yeah, back in the day, I certainly just wanted to know everything, or maybe we thought we knew everything. Everything was an investigation for me. Everything was there for me to try to figure out the bigger picture, figure out the meaning. It's kind of like it was, all of the knowledge and information was there. It's just up for you to find it. And nothing was hidden from you. It was just a matter of you sort of discovering what the truth was. So this is, in some ways, this is not a know-it-all, but someone who wants to know it all. Yeah. And so this is really someone that I think, this is earth and air. So this is somebody that I think is really trying to look at the world around them and try to deduce what the future is going to bring, to try to make that, to understand the big divine plan of things, understand the purpose of the whole universe, to get all the answers to all the secrets of the universe. And yes, I think we're all like this to some degree, and it's a good thing. But it's also a good thing to realize when we've got to sort of yield and say, I'm not going to know everything, and that's all right. I'm not going to get all the answers to all the secrets of the universe right now, and that's all right. Because it's time for action. It's not time for getting all the data. Because it kind of feels as if the universe were to reveal all of its secrets to you. It's too much data to process. We would short circuit as human beings, right? So we're just shown what we need at the moment. And this conception of the universe that we have is going to continue to grow and change as we advance upon our path. If we're not advancing, our view is going to remain limited. And we're going to be frustrated, like the Princess of Swords, saying, why can't I figure things out? So we're given what we can handle in the moment. Because I think all of the wisdom and knowledge and all of the details, all of the truth or whatever of the universe, all at once, is a vision of Pan, and it will drive us absolutely crazy. Okay, and that's the star. This is the sort of the transmitter of the light, and the star is up above you. And I think this is you recognizing that spirit, or the universe, or source, or the divine mind, the universal consciousness, whatever you want to call it, is revealing to you exactly what you need at the time and showing you the nature of the universe as it exists for you in this moment and sort of the immediate future, right? The sort of short term. The star really does two things for us. It helps us to answer the questions. Who am I and why am I here? Right? What am I made of and where am I going? Now, the first question is an internal illumination. It shows us where our blockages are, shows us where our knots of karma are, shows us where our buttons are, so that we can start recognizing them and sort of working on them and just, having that sort of gnosis or that knowledge of self. And once we start doing that work, then phase 2 kicks in. Where am I going, or why am I here, right? And so the star begins to guide us. It's like we're navigating by starlight here. It's as if there's a flashlight within you that sort of shines out onto the ground in front of you and shows you, reveals to you the next several feet of your life, maybe several years, it varies. And that sort of gives us the certainty. It gives us the awareness of what we need to know at the time, the next several feet, next several years, or whatever. The more of the first phase we do, the stronger the light of the second phase. And so the further out we see, it's like we get a flashlight with more brightness, more lumens, or whatever they're called, right? Until we can see just decades down the line, lifetimes down the line even, okay? Depends on our degree of commitment to that first step of sort of who am I and where my buttons are and what am I made of, So this is the process, I think, that you're very much aware of now. And I think that it's given you the awareness of this air energy. I think it's really showing you how to accept the light within you and how to see the truth as it appears to you right now. Now, I don't believe there's any such thing as absolute truth, because I think truth is relative to whatever sort of degree of spiritual progress or enlightenment or whatever you want to call it that we are at in our lives. Okay? So the deeper we go in that phase 1 of that star energy, the more of the truth is revealed to us. Okay? And I think that's the sort of mode that you're in now. And what it's leading you to is the Knight of Cups. The action based on that heart. It's sort of like you're getting a knowledge or an understanding. You're getting that Ace of Swords, that clarity about what's in your heart. And it's kind of, to me, it's kind of a feeling of, why are you here? Where are you going, right? You're going this way. Your heart is going this way. And it's the expression of your true self. It's the expression of your true genius, your creativity, of your heart, your love and affection, right? So this is leading you toward a life, a practice, an endeavor, a project, a person, a group of people that is authentic and is absolutely true for you right now. Okay, it's leading you to the next thing. It's really it's opening your heart to what is meant for you in this moment. Now, we're going to talk about the path of the serpent to see what all of this energy is leading you toward. Okay, and as we do this, I would like to ask for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It is free, and it really does support the channel. And I feel that we've got to try to support all of our favorite tarot readers. Okay, on YouTube. If you are watching this channel and other channels, please hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment. Those are great ways to support the channel, not just my channel, but anyone that you appreciate and that you watch on YouTube. Okay. On behalf of the YouTube tarot land, we appreciate you. General energy now is this Lover's card. Okay, and the Lover's card, again, it doesn't mean romance. It could. It could mean platonic love, divine love, self-love. It could be agape. It could be eros, right? But this is you uniting with the object of your desire, whatever it might be. Now, not that we're objectifying anything, but as in what it is that your heart is really drawn to right now. It could be, it could be a new career. It could be a new path. It could be a change of location for you. Could be, sort of going towards the mountain. Maybe you're going to live in the mountains or something. I feel like it's more about an expression of love. So it's maybe something creative. It might be something expressing love toward a family situation. It might be in a love relationship or romance. Maybe you are already in a romantic relationship. This is going to strengthen that. This is going to maybe take that relationship to the next level. If you're not in a romantic relationship yet, it might be that your heart is sort of opening to the idea, and that's something that we're really being drawn toward. And it could be a Libra energy involved there, okay? But whatever this union is going to be, and this is a sanctified union, okay? The Three of Pentacles in the position of your environment. I think that it is, while it is based on this this revelation of this love, right? I think that the Three of Pentacles is really showing that you and this other entity, a person, a group, an idea, whatever, you're going to function very well together. There's going to be a practical harmony there. Okay, it might even be talking about a group that you're finding your people, you know, that you're sort of bringing. You are acting as the missing link in this sort of in this group. Maybe it is a work thing, a career thing. Maybe it's something at school. Feels more like family or romance to me. Okay, but I feel that you and this other person, maybe that Libra energy, you're going to be really compatible. Yeah, and there's a real potential for the two of you to not only have this sort of deep love bond, this intimate connection, but to really sort of build something on that, something very practical, something very real, you know, something tangible is what I mean. Yeah, but again, it doesn't have to be romance. It could be you and a job, you and a new career, you and a certain course of studies at university. It could be you and the creative way that you want to express yourself. Maybe you're an artist or a musician or a painter, you know. Maybe you make movies, right? I do want to point out that the Libra energy that we see is your opposite sign. Okay? And so I think that this is something that's very appropriate to be down here anyway. Because, you know, Aries and Libra, you're at opposite points on the wheel of the zodiac, okay? So the Libra energy is something that's always kind of underneath the surface. It's sort of the subtle, unconscious influence to your conscious thought process, you know, because you're that cardinal fire sign, right? And the Libra energy is that part of you that when you tap into it, it gives you that higher discernment. Okay, so this is a very good sign that we've got the Libra energy underneath here. It means that you're very much aware of that other side of you. You're not like some kind of a lopsided person. You know, you're a whole person. Yeah, and you're embracing all sides of you. You're embracing your shadow, so to speak, your alter ego in a way. You know, I think that's good there. Anyway, there is a chance to relocate. We have a lot of earth energy now going up this way. Once this union takes place, I think there is the potential for a lot of success. It even seems like a financial thing. Okay? It seems like there's going to be a lot of benefits to this path that you're on, the next step for you, the next phase for you. Even if it is maybe a creative endeavor, I feel like it's really going to help you pay the bills, you know? There's a potential for a lot of physical success. This is kind of with the Three of Pentacles, it's kind of a card that says this could turn into a really good business. This could be the start of a really solid family. This could be the start of a really solid, you know, life together. I kind of am feeling this. See, I feel like it's family or romance, but I feel that the financial thing is really kicking in. Or maybe this is kind of the idea that the two of you are going to find your forever home. You know, maybe that's what this path is about. You know, it's kind of finding your place in the universe. We do have the universe card here, and that's the obstacle. The obstacle is partly, I think, really believing that in all of this vast universe, you've found you found the one for you. Okay. But I think that the difficulty here, the difficulty is also the realization that we have absolute freedom, but at the same time, we're sort of bound by the spiritual laws. That we are free utterly to follow our will. Okay, and it's sort of, there's sort of an obedience to that will. We're obeying that higher divine energy, the universal mind, whatever you want to call it, higher self, true self, God, goddess, deity. We're sort of, we're following the path that has been revealed to us as our truth. And it feels like that's a freedom in a way, even though it seems like it's a very kind of, very concentrated thing. It almost is freedom because it kind of takes away the overwhelming choice of life, where there's so much to figure out, there's so much I don't know. How can I ever decide where to go or what to do in this vast infinite universe? Well, when spirit or your soul or divine mind or whatever is showing you that starlight and you're navigating by starlight, it sort of brings a lot of relief, because it's saying, oh, cool, I know where I'm going. I know where I'm supposed to go. I know what I'm supposed to do, right? So we're navigating by the starlight here. I also feel that you want that sense of kind of belonging, or even that sense of permanence. We might be looking for our forever home. We might be looking for that relationship that is going to be the one, that is going to last, for a long time. I got my alarm going off here. It's been a long reading already. I'm trying to keep them under 30 minutes, but sometimes it's not easy, But I think that there is a satisfaction for you in finding this feeling of belonging. Like, this is your little corner of the universe, and it's meant for you, and you're right where you need to be, And so I feel that we're trying to sort of realize what this is. We're trying to give some structure or details to this vast infinite universe. We're trying to put some sort of a fence around a certain part of it and say, okay, this is my little spot. This is where I belong, And I think that's what the Knight of Pentacles is doing here at the end. The Knight of Pentacles is the card that has the vision of the future. And it's as if we are trying to now use our starlight, that whole process, to see as far out as our flashlight will let us. So we're taking our flashlight, our spiritual flashlight, and we're shining it forward. And it only can, it's a narrow, flashlights are sort of, they either are narrow, sometimes they have a wide sort of spotlight, Whatever kind of flashlight you got. It's showing you a certain portion of reality. That portion of reality that is meant for you right now. In whatever width and whatever distance, right? It's your vector kind of. It's not showing you the whole picture. It's not showing you the overwhelming totality of the universe. No, that would be way too much. But it is showing you where you should be headed right now. And it's kind of showing you, okay, your next waypoint, your next milestone, your next destination is here, showing you in that light. And then really it's up to you to kind of, to make the choices, to figure out how you want to get there. Okay, the flashlights just go in a straight line. Okay, when you actually walk, it's kind of like the shortest distance to a straight line, to a point from point A to point B is like a straight line, right? Unless, of course, you like fold the paper and create the wormhole and all that stuff. But the map, it might be easy to draw that straight line, but when you're actually out there doing it and making the decisions and getting to that point, there's going to be other obstacles. Okay, you're going to have to go around some stuff, above, over, whatever, around things, underneath things. And that's something that we are having to deal with sort of on the fly. Because the Knight of Pentacles can see the destination, is looking with the flashlight, okay, that's where I'm going. Now we've just got to start the journey of getting there, and it's going to be a colorful journey, all right? Let's take a look at the mystery card and see what this has for us. I wonder if this is going to show the nature of the destination. I feel like we're going to get a lot of cups here. right? Or it's going to show some more air energy in that we've got to figure out more about the plan of getting there, the step-by-step, sort of how we're dealing with obstacles and the nature of the path itself, right? So I feel like either water or air here. Anyway, yeah, that's my impression anyway. If you have a prediction, put it in the comments. Here we go. Oh, it's the Fool. Yes, well, the Fool is air energy. I'll give myself one bell for the Fool, because it is air energy, but it's not really a plan, is it? The Fool is kind of just saying, I don't need a plan. I got my bags packed. I know where I'm going. Yeehaw, let's go. You know, we see the destination with the flashlight. All right, let's go. But you don't have a map. You don't have a plan. I don't need one. You know, the Knight of Pentacles can see the destination, but can't see the road to get there. Right? That's the problem with the that's why the Knight of Pentacles is not moving. Can see the goal thing. It's right there. How do I get there? Don't have any roads, you know? The Fool is saying, where we're going, we don't need roads. Right? We'll just figure it out. We'll cross the terrain as we come to it. We'll deal with things in the moment. It's going to be glorious. It's going to be fun. Right? Sometimes that's the fun of the journey, is just not really kind of knowing where you want to go, you know? You know, we're trying to get to, trying to get to Canada. And then it's just like, well, let's just drive north, you know, and just figure it out. That's the fun of the journey, right? That kind of a road trip. Not really having, you know, sometimes it's the other way around, that you just don't even have a destination. But I think in your case, you know the outcome that Spirit is showing you. And part of this fun is just part of the fun is not knowing. Right? Not knowing every step of the way what to expect. Yeah, and just sort of learning and gaining that truth and that wisdom and that understanding as you go. And it's going to be a lot of fun. And I love this card. We're going to do an extended reading. If you want to stick around, there's a link up top. There's a link down below. New readings for Aries Mondays and Fridays. Be sure to watch both readings. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It is totally free, doesn't cost anything. And leave a comment. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we're all in this together.